Yeah, I'm making pictures, video anyway. Look. They're serving the sugar canes. Yeah. Everyone drinking the sugar cane, all cakes. Take your seat. Sit down.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Lorraine and Ate Grace.
Thank you, thank you.
Belated happy birthday. Belated, it's late now.
Oh, late.
This one and the other one.
Oh, wow.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking
Sugar cane wine.
wine.
Sugar cane. Where's Dangdang? Where's your juice? Not so dami. Oh. Maganda rin yun, no?
Would think that it's from here, from the temple. It's actually taken from here, 1807.
1807.
Yeah, and we got as a reward a clock tower. They put it in front of the citadel in Cairo, citadel of Muhammad Ali. But it got broken 1 week after they got it, so it wasn't like a good trade. So we give him the beautiful obelisk and we got a broken clock. Ramesses II always depicted his wars, his battles, especially with the Hittites, the Syrians. So on the wall here we can see him fighting people in Syria. You can see people upside down, you can see upside down chariots, running horses. Yeah?
Yes.
At the end of the wall, we can see two boats. So
Yeah,
part
two
of
boats.
the battle was in the sea, in the Red Sea. But then there is a big chariot, like bigger than the small ones, of the chief of the Hittites running away from the battle.
Dandang! Syukran. Cheers! Cheers! Alabas.
Ayaw niya minum.
Oh, yan oh. Yan.
Mabilis nga lang.
Yan oh, mga private lang to eh.
Privado to eh.
Mga private lang.
Ate, dagdagan na lang natin mamaya. At saka dapat yung abulat. Ha? Maganda ang ano. Dagdagan na lang natin.
Sa ngayon kami naglalakbay sa Nile River. At lalakbay namin sa loob ng 2 oras. Ito siya ngayon. Ito ang beauty ng Nile River sa gabi.
boat exploring around the Nile River.
Okay. We need to say just hello crocodile. No, when I don't stop crocodile. Come on. Sometimes when you talk. Mabango? Hmm? Kala ko lutuan ng hotdog. Kala ko lutuan ng hotdog. Kala ko may nagtitinda. Sama crocodile. X-ray lang pala kayo eh.
Okay.
Next year lang. I'm helping you. Yeah, di ko dun sa kabila. X-ray mga bag nyo. Guys, this way. Tari ka kami.
Now we can jump here. No, lake. Because there's the river before, now it's become lake.
Exactly.
north, west, and east. So the Nile comes from this side. This was a part of the Nile before the construction of the high dam. After we made the high dam in this point to save the water in the southern side, this part of the Nile was changed to be a lake, and that's why we call it man-made lake. Look at the mountains. It's right in the middle of the lake because it's a man-made lake, right? Look at that building to the right side. That is Kalaka Temple, one of the 17 temples that we had to move to save them from the water of the lake. Yeah, that one, Kalaka Temple. Now look at the side of the lake and look at the level of the water, and let's go to the other side to see the difference.
Now we need to sit, look the other side. That is the continuous of the Nile River. Ito yung kaputol ng Nile River.
Now it's completely different, right? So we have two levels, the high level of the water and the low level. We use that difference between the two levels to generate electricity. We look at the electricity station to the right side. We make holes, we have lines, so they generate the electricity using that difference between the two levels, the high level and the low level. We call it hydroelectric power. Yeah, it's 2,100 megawatt per hour. In the 70s, that electricity you can find the old dam facility.
That's in there.
Yes.
Yes.
And to the left side down there you can find the quarry where we got the rocks to build the high dam down there. mother of Horus, the wife of Osiris. Isis and her family, they had a very famous legend in the Egyptian history. We call it the legend of Isis and Osiris. We had two gods. We had Jeb, the god of earth, and we had Nut, the sky goddess. They got married. They had 4 kids. They had 2 boys, 2 girls. The boys were Osiris and Set. The girls were Isis and Nephthys. Set was supposed to marry Isis. Osiris was supposed to marry Isis. Set was supposed to marry Nephthys, the other girl. But Set, he wanted to marry Isis. That's why he killed his brother. But Isis, because she was the goddess of magic and love, she brought him back to the life. And the next time, or in the second time, Set, the bad guy, he decided to kill his brother one more time. But he cut his body into 42 pieces. Why 42 pieces? Because Egypt in the ancient times had 42 provinces. So he wanted to put each piece in each different province in Egypt.
Saan kayo naglalakad?
Pagod na kami. Pagod na. Gas-gas pambulsa. Pagod na kami. Gas-gas pambulsa.
Vale, kasi sweldo lang ate sa akin. Yung sweldo ko mukhang nalipat na nga eh.
In what? Egyptian, our pounds.
During the Islamic period. Islamic time. Islamic time in Egypt started 640. And okay, so when you've been to Luxor and Aswan, it was the new kingdom. We're talking about in between 2120 dynasty till the end of the ancient Egyptian history. Right? So Islamic history, like the ancient Egyptian history, divided into dynasties.
Is that your flag or no?
My flag, yes, this is our flag,
Yeah,
yes.
Egyptian. No?
Egyptian flag. Alabaster.
Alabasta.
So
ايه مدير يا مظبطني على البيت انت مظبطني يا مظبطني
So we have two options: to take your shoes off,
Okay.
or buy a shoe cover. So what do you prefer?
The sun is
Always we're gonna do. Yeah,
I'll
the
go
socks
shop.
is
It's
okay.
the most.
Socks is okay. لا 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 شكرا شكرا. And
Okay.
so just yeah. Yeah, listen to me. I'll just explain a little bit. This mosque consists of two parts. As a very special Islamic mosques during that time. This is the open courtyard and the mosque itself. On the middle of the open courtyard, you're gonna see this fountain, which is carried with 18 pillars. It's made out of alabaster because remember I mentioned to you everything from the internal and external parts and the colors. It's used alabaster. That's why we call it alabaster. So remember Luxor Temple?
Yeah.
Do you remember? So the entrance of Luxor Temple, there is supposed to be two standing obelisks there.
Yes, yes.
But the one which is in your right hand side through the entrance, it's not exist there.
Yeah.
The one on the left, the one which is standing till now. So remember the guide, she's mentioned, that is the one on your right hand side, it's a transfer to France as a gift from King Muhammad Ali to King Louis. And now standing at Concorde Square in France. Right? Because two obelisks. One, it's not exist, the one on the right hand side, but the one on the left, it's still standing there. Right? And it's where it's went to France as a gift from King Muhammad Ali to King Louis. Because Muhammad Ali, when he came to Egypt, French, they make a full control about Egypt. And Muhammad Ali, he realized it, he cannot make a full control about Egypt without keep good relation between him and French. So that's why he gave to them this obelisk as a gift. And the king, Louis, he gave to Muhammad Ali back this clock tower, which is never works. Never works. French, they are tricky. Right. So here, this one, you can see such a small business. This is small business. It's used to prayer. You go there and sit. And in case they do something, it's called wudu. They should get clean and they should wash before they go inside the mosque to pray itself. As I mentioned, the Islamic history divided into dynasties. Mamluks dynasty, Abbasid dynasty, Turanian dynasty, two dynasties. Like the founder and the capital place to start. Ali gave the order to build it. Muhammad Ali came to Egypt 1805 and till 1952 by one king who is called King Farouk. So this is the period of Muhammad Ali family. Actually, there is two revolutions, both of them took place at Tahrir Square. Tahrir Square, where Egyptian museum located there. Later on, we're gonna go to visit it. Actually, it's before the Tahrir, it's mean freedom or liberation or liberty square. Before this name, it was called Ismail Square according to the name of the elder son of Muhammad Ali. Right? So before that, after Egyptian, they said, oh, King Farouk is the last member of Muhammad Ali family, and Egyptian, they would like it to rule by themselves. So they made two revolutions there, called Cairo Revolution the first and the Cairo Revolution the second. Revolution, demonstration. Yeah, revolution or demonstration. Right? And we demanded to make King Farouk, the last member of Muhammad Ali family, to leave Egypt. Right? And we started to rule by Egyptians themselves. So this was 1952. So we start afterwards to rule by Egyptians themselves. His first president is called Muhammad Naguib, and the second is called President Nasser. Remember the high dam? Exactly, the one who's given the order to the high dam. And after that, Sadat, and after Sadat, we ruled by Mubarak till. No, Gaddafi is in Libya. No, we are talking here about Anwar Sadat.
Anwar Sadat.
Yeah, Gaddafi in Libya. It's nearby, Yeah.
Don't confuse us.
Yeah. Gaddafi and Libya, right? So yeah, we are neighbors, but he did not rule Egypt, right? So. So Muhammad Ali, we called him the founder of modern Egypt. Yes, because why? First of all, during that time when he came to Egypt, it was under control of French, and the Egyptian economy, it wasn't that good. So he found there is a river, the Nile, the source of water and lots of land. So he decided to dig canals to irrigate the land, because he looking into agriculture. This is very important source for our national income. So for that time, agriculture it started to be prosperity, and he transferred the farmers, and instead of they are working to be as a farmer, he said to them, hey, come on, while you are working as a farmer, I can give you a land and pay the money back to the government as an installment, right? And started to make agriculture, grow fruits, vegetables, and give to the government the money back, and we buy, what you grow. So he started to transform the farmers, and instead of they are working as a farmers to be the owner of the land. That's why agriculture it was a very good situation during this time. Also, he taking very good care about education, especially females. So during that time, lots of French and British, they are already living here. He asked them to be as a teachers and start to teach the children, about different languages and science. And he sent lots of Egyptians outside of Egypt. He's the one who do the basics of scholarships, right? And after they get certificate, he bring them back. Also for like healthcare, he's the one who's put the basics of the insurance. He asked if you get the money, you can go to hospital to get treatment and paid. If you did not have money, so you can, you can just get the same treatment, with low charge. Also for the army, Egypt was during that time there was not good army. He asked right to young people to just join the army and give them high salaries. That's why we called him the founder of modern Egypt. He's the one give the order to build Egyptian museum, the one you're gonna visit afterwards. So that's why we called him the founder of modern Egypt. For this mosque, he gives us a charge to one he's called Ahmed Bushnak. He's a fresh graduate, and he have no idea how to make such a very good and special and fantastic mosque like this. Although he's a fresh graduate, Ahmed Bushnak, he asked one, and take the copy of the Blue Mosque in Turkey and do it here but in smaller size, right? And he done it in great way. When you entered here, right, this is directed to Mecca. Mecca, where Prophet Muhammad he located there. All the mosques, this is the sanctuary, or this is the most important part that should be directed to Mecca. This way. We entered from here. West. There is too many churches all over the world. One for Catholics, located at Vatican, and the second one is shared between here and Ethiopia. This is a main church for Orthodox, right? So most of Orthodox under control of both Tawags. Here, King Fuad and then King Farouk, the last member of Muhammad Ali family. First President Muhammad Naguib, President Nasser, President Sadat, and then President Mubarak. This is the rulers and the presidents of Egypt, starting from King Farouk till, Muhammad Ali. No, Muhammad Ali is here. No, not here. We start from King Fuad, and King Farouk, and Muhammad Naguib, Nasser, Sadat, Mubarak. So this is the map of Egypt. How many?
Living in Egypt.
Stayed in here.
years, 6 months.
I'm not saying about the Holy Family. I'm talking about Prophet Moses.
Moses, the one who gave 10 commandments.
10 months.
Oh, 10
The receive, not give.
Receive.
Yes,
Ah,
he
He
received.
read the
Yeah.
bit where he said giving the 10 commandments.
Okay, he lived here in Egypt for 40 years. And he talked to the God and then he moved to Jordan. And he buried in somewhere what we call it Mount Nebo. So, this is the places where the Holy Family stopped. They stopped at Al-Arish, go to Tel Basta, and they go to, Abul Bais, and they go to Samanud, and Sakha, and Wadi Natum. Wadi, as you know, it's mean valley. Here, there is many monasteries scattered in this area, right? And here we are. You can see Old Well.
Egypt.
This is where we are exactly, one of the very important stop of the Holy Family. They keep moving to the south, and they go to Al-Bahnasa, Jabal al-Tir, Dairut, and the Sakha, and the Muharrak, So this stops, almost more than 16, 17 stops. Total time, 3 years and 6 months. Did they got a news? The king, he's already
Dead.
dead. Exactly. That's why they go to Israel, to Bethlehem again. You got?
Yeah.
Okay, you get it? It was 15 pillars. This is 15 pillars. The first one, it has a very special design. And each two has the same design. Because you know why? Jesus in the front. And each two has the same because Jesus sent his disciples 2 by 2. Jesus sent his disciples 2 by 2. The sea, it's made out of wood. Because it looks like no rock. It's made out of palm trees. Here there is 110 icons, as I mentioned to you before, dated back to the different periods. 17, 18, 19th century. On your right hand side through the entrance, you're gonna see a very special icon dated back to the 18th century. By one, right, is the idea of Mona Lisa. It's taken from this icon. When you enter directly on the corner on your right hand side, you will see a very special icon. In your left hand side through this entrance, you will see many tubes, because these tubes there is many relics. You know relics? You know relics?
Yeah, antiques, relics.
Yes, because of the bodies of different saints and saints.
And sense like that?
Yes, it's called relics.
Relics, huh?
Yes, they kept it, and because to let the others, they light their candles and take the blessing. In your right hand side, you will see 8 pillars in your right hand side and 8 pillars in your left hand side. Let's go inside to show you, but please don't talk inside the church. Okay?
Kids, don't talk. Be silent. Because in the mass.
بس احدث منزلين في خدمه اسمها خدمه الكهرباء زي ده قبل كده كان منزل خدمه التسويق مش كل صح
Exactly, especially not like Orthodox churches. So you can see even use decoration, use icons, and the pillars surrounded.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, it's all gold.
This is the altar of the sanctuary.